Hello, this is Tiny King Trashmouth. This is a video alternative for the guide I've posted on Steam about making the VGUI or whatever for the survivors in Left 4 Dead 2. This video will be covering the in-game ones like the survivor panel and the incapacitation image. I'll start off with the panel for Left 4 Dead 2 survivors since it's more complex. There's not too many layers here to worry about. The background is fine how it is, you don't need to move it or anything. You have the outline, your character layer, and then 2 extra layers that give it a little bit more of an official look. Now, this is assuming you have your model all compiled and ready to go. You're going to go into Half-Life Model Viewer with the said model, and the pose I like to use the most for this sort of thing is the calm frying pan. Let's see. There it is. Now, what you want is to get a good shot of your character from the neck up, maybe avoiding the shoulders in the way. Once you have that ready, just take a print screen, go back to your image editor of choice, and whichever way you choose to do this is up to you. I just choose to expand the whole image so I can get a good shot of the character. Make sure that only the character is there, no background or anything. And then I'll undo everything here so that it's back to normal. Paste that back in. And then resize it as you see fit. For the official kind, you usually want from the neck upwards, like barely there. Somewhere around this looks fine, maybe a little bigger if you need to. Pose it wherever you need, and then set it to the image size. Put it below all the other character layers so that's on the character layer, and then set the saturation value so that it's completely black and white. Now you're going to select the alpha, invert your selection, and go to the 2 layers above and just erase. So now you only have this going. Once again, select the alpha, go to the outline layer, grow by 1, and then fill it in twice or 3 times about. And there you go, that's the easier way to do it. You can also mess around with the lighting in Half-Life Model Viewer to get a better look for the image. It'll make the contrast look better, or you can draw it on yourself with effects or whatever. This is just the easier way to do it. Now, for the Left 4 Dead 1 style, it's a lot more simple. Again, you're going to be using the same pose and everything, but this time you'll have the survivor facing to the left. Get whatever desired view you need for it. Take a print screen once more. Go back here, do the same process you did before to get the image. There we go. Just undo it back to the way it was. And now I just have this. Resize it as you see fit. For the Left 4 Dead 1 look, you want it from the neck up with most of the survivor's head visible, but not completely filling up the whole thing. Kind of similar to this. There should be a decent amount of room here for human models and such. Push it down to the character layer and just crop it. Like before, change the saturation to 0. And for this one, you might want to mess around with the brightness and contrast a little to give it a different look. Then select the alpha, go to the outline layer, grow by 1, and then fill it in 2 to 3 times with the white. And there you go for the survivor panel. Now for the incapacitation one, back to Half-Life Model Viewer. You're going to choose File, Load Weapon, go to W Models, Weapons, and select W Pistol A Dual. This will equip the pistols onto the character. Let's see. Then you must find the animation for incapacitation, which you can usually find somewhere around the ladder animations. Select Idle and Cap Elites, and then from Half-Life Model Viewer, rotate it as you see fit. Some models will have a little bit more trouble getting into a comfortable position or so, but you should have little problems depending on your model. Again, take a print screen of it, go back to get your GIMP or whatever, Photoshop, and erase the entire background. Once you have that, you're just going to open up the incapacitation image and paste it in. And first things first, you want to flip it horizontally to face the right direction. For some models that have asymmetrical features or such, this might look a bit weird, but that's just how it is. Anyway, as per usual, resize it as you see fit. You typically want it around here, but not going into the health bar or anything like that. There we go. And again, you're just gonna change the color to make it completely black and white. Create a new layer. Grab the color from the incapacitation panel, select the alpha around your character, grow by 1, and fill it in once or twice. And that's how you do it for either survivor group. It looks the same either way. And that's about it. All the files you need are in the guide as well, so you can just grab them from there when you need them. And that's all.